You know, I'm supposed to be very secretive about everything for my safety, for our safety. But man, I tell you, I just to share just a little bit of my morning walk today. Just a little bit. I love the rough edge and contour of a mountain. I do. Something about it. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so drawn to mountains, but I am. It's like I can feel them, like they're still alive or something. The size of them. Y'all have to forgive me. It's a little windy this morning. I hope you can hear me okay. But yeah, no, just survival training. I'm out of practice, and trust me, I'm learning every day exactly how far out of practice I am. And honestly, I'm quite ashamed. And it's wild because right, I'm about to turn 48 May 17th this year. And I should have a reasonable expectation of, hey, you're getting older. There's just certain things you can't do anymore. And for whatever reason, I just won't accept that as true. I do believe that even at 48, I can still keep my best time from 32. I will never, because of my back, because of all of my injuries, my knees, I will never be the lightning that I was when I was a kid. That'll never happen again. I think that was the one thing that made me have such great sympathy for Tammy Wallace's story, you know, because I was an athlete too. My reasons for not taking sports more seriously were very different though, you know. They were very different for me. It was health reasons. The kind of pressure, you have to forgive me, I've been drinking alkaline water. You got to stay hydrated in high altitudes, you know? But man, I tell you, alkaline water. Need more, need more. We need more alkaline water. And my very small made sure I left my next canister of alkaline water a mile away. So I have no choice but to get there if I'm thirsty. And I'm telling you, motivation, man, when you base your motivations around necessity, my God, you can do anything. You still want some brisket. But when I get settled, wherever I'm settling, I'll be talking about brisket then. I can't wait to do my new fire pit. Oh, so excited about it. Nah, mountain community. I know. I've known for years, but they're survival. Too. So I, I and just live with them because they're always in training. And I love about these people. They are always in training. They are always ready. They are ever vigilant. I think they'll be able to survive the apocalypse quite easily. Their skills are fabulous. But to know, their way of life and to learn how the importance of it. They're like firemen. Firemen don't fires every day. Shoot, there's sometimes Fire truck don't even leave the station in a week. Yet they're always training because when it's time for them to do what they need to do, ain't no excuse. They got to be pristine. They got to be. They got to be pristine. Can't be no excuses. Can't be no, oh man, I ain't done push ups in a couple of weeks. Give me a break. Tell that kid to wait. I get there before the fire get there, but you won't get there before the smoke. You know? Uh, you know, there are certain things here in America that people don't see. People who live in other ways, people who honor different traditions. I don't understand why people can't see the value. Learning something different, learning something new, be something more than you were yesterday. You know, Americans used to be like that. Now, it's not about being better. It's not about being more efficient. It's not about being more present. It's about who's got the most stuff and who looks cutest in the stuff. And all stuff is stuff. Nothing more, nothing less. Man, I really wish I could show you guys. Base camp is right at home. Everything that a normal community has, right there. Hmm, everything. Kids starting to get up now. I guess that means Sarah's about to put on the pancakes. You're working up an appetite. It, I've been living like a missionary for quite some time. I don't really talk about it. I don't really feel that I need to. You know, who I am is who I am, and what I do is what I do. And everybody all in my business. All up in my business. It's constantly just a bunch of stranger. I don't even know. All up in my business. Hey, did you not stop being messy? I am not singing Sim for me. Shout out to Riri. My God. But you know, while I'm busy readying my body and readying my mind, I'll tell you one thing. I forgot how dope it is to live on fresh mountain air. I forgot. Man, I am pristine. I heal faster. It's just something about it. It supercharges and oxygenates my blood. And if I'm eating a clean diet, no toxins, no pollutant in my system, alkaline water, prayer, clockwork, 3 times a day. Man, I'm untouchable. Period. I'm untouchable. Oh, what's up, Digi? Yo, man. But the thumb, this is funny. I'm telling you, these AI little thing they got going on, they're getting better. They're getting better. They almost found a way to. You see how they got my mouth? Did you see how they got my mouth? See, that's how my mouth be sitting. So I appreciate that part. They got my lips. Oh my goodness. Everything. Got my nose. Got my braids. I'm telling you. Don't AI. No, look, do an AI photo shoot. Didn't even know it. Well, I am more clear. I'm healthy. I'm getting healthier. Like this is me, no nothing. Got up in the morning, washed my boom, 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 got on the trail. Like this is how we getting it. Sweatsuits, hiking shoes, sandals or boots, walking stick, bear spray, and your pack. Now how nice it was to go foraging for berries the other day. To use them for cobbler. The great conversation we had, collecting the berries, the time in the kitchen, preparing the berries to be ready for pie. The look on everybody's face when the crust went wrong and that berry pie turned into a cobbler. It was still delicious. Homemade whipped cream, all from animals raised on the property. You have no idea. You have no idea. This is how American families used to eat: fresh, wholesome. Know where your food comes from. You ain't got to worry about who put what in it, who injected it, who fed it what, where it got shipped from, how long it was frozen. None of that. Everything. You know the beginning and end of how you survived. I'm sorry. Tammy Wallace said what? That's interesting. She hasn't said anything to me. Who has she been saying this to? It's funny. Sure, it's Tammy. Because there were some people last Sunday who came through my 12 and a half hour live and not only screen recorded the whole thing so they could use it for content as if they can't be struck for it, but we discovered something else. They've been allowing people to clone our YouTube accounts and appear in StreamYard to impersonate, inflame, and harass. Everything that happened last Sunday was illegal. And guess what? We ain't got to talk about it no more. We won't be talking about it anymore. Want to know why? Because we now have all the evidence that we need to prove the RICO case against YouTube and all bad actors. You know, there's a lot of things that have been happening. I really haven't been watching too much. When I'm up here, I unplug. And when I go up hiking and we go all the way up, like up there by the 4,000-foot mark, ain't no devices up there. Just you, your survival, and God. And that's it. Hmm. I love it when the planes fly over. Wonder where they're gone. It's not normally commuter planes over here, especially at this time of the day. Huh. Maybe I need to be a little nosy. Huh. But no, seriously. Lot of lies. Especially this. Jaguar leaves. Oh, Odell leaves Jaguar. Eh, karma. Really? Who's karma? Because it didn't happen. You want to know what's crazy? that people actually think that this life isn't dangerous. Hey, boy, how you doing today? I ain't got no food, so don't ask. No, but seriously. Oh, yeah. Natanya's account has been cloned. My account has been cloned. Odell's account has been cloned. My goodness. They just literally walking around inventing their own versions of us that they can control what they say and control what they do, and people will believe it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Actually, you don't have to imagine. You're watching it happen in real time, which is why there's nothing left to say. There's nothing left to talk about. Oh, oh, mm, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ain't nothing left to say. Y'all fucked up. But the part that really, really, really brings it all home for me is the fallout. There's nothing like watching an animal that thought they got away realize they ain't getting away. Ralph Boston wins Idiot of the Month. I think it's only appropriate on the last day of the month. Ooh, to acknowledge the biggest buffoon. And um the little owl girl, the little Canadian owl girl, she gets honorable mention because she must be down bad if she needs a 2 week hope as Akata to try to create interest in her very not interesting lies. You know, to, to see a thumbnail that says the Canadian bird was forced and tricked by Jaguar Wright into coming after Too Strong. Put a one in the chat if you believe that. Put a two in the chat if you know it's cap. Put a three in the chat if you want to know why they did that, because I can tell you. I ain't seen no ones yet. Not looking like anybody believes it. I am seeing a three. I mean, everybody was there, so if y'all remember, the reason why Maggie went after 2 week in the first place was because they had attacked Steph. And this was all during the course of the Ali Carter fake exposure, um, and Ada being gaslit into wanting to unalive herself time. All of that was going on. So there was a lot of hoopla, which is why it looks so bizarre when Corey and his wife, Marlena, decided to go after a woman who just tries to help people. It was really strange. And if y'all remember, I didn't say anything at first. I stayed out of it all of the way. Maggie was the one who was so up in arm about, the way they went after stuff. And I said, look, I didn't have a problem with anything that they said. I just didn't think that any of what they were saying applied to Steph. And guess what? They came back and they doubled down and they attacked Steph again. And that's when I jumped in because I'm like, fuck you mean? Why are y'all attacking women over shit that don't fucking matter? That happened weeks ago. Why ain't y'all worried about bringing down Shelly Carter? What is all of this foolishness? And that's when they made it clear that they was trolls because they were just creating the angst to continue to keep ripping supporters away from my brand and my name and my community. It was growing too fast and they couldn't stop it and they couldn't find an illegitimate way to take it down, even with fixing their own rules against us. All these dogs is hungry this morning. I can see how you could fall in love living like this. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And not a troll in sight, not a stalker in sight, not a photographer in sight. Just peace. I mean, seriously. The reason why Corey and Marlena are now flipping the story to make it seem as though I'm the one that convinced the owl, the little Canada bird. You know, it's getting dry over there. Like Canada dry ginger ale, it's getting dry over there. It's getting real dry. Oof. But seriously, what else was it going to get? A 2-week campaign filled with lies where you now want to go back and try to backtrack everything that you said to prove anything that I said to be true so that you can be down with the bad people's team. It's weird. Oh, dirty. Dirty, dirty girl. But let's just be honest. Pedigree is pedigree. Now, at the end of the day, they got a over 150, like they got 150,000 platform. She got less than 10. And that's about to drop. She ain't got no juice no more. She out. She done. So, all that being said, she is the most relevant point of algorithm content and content creating that they can have to have access to me. See, unsubscribing, unrecommending large numbers creates the entire swing shift in the sector. They need to be attached to me. They need to be in my algorithm. They need to be able to use my name. Otherwise, all of their content fades away. It's working faster than I thought. They're losing massive engagement. So, Troll Farm says, 2 week, come here. Court, Marlene, come on. Hey, Scotty, dig up. Listen, Magic's down. The owl is down. So I need you to get in there. I need you to do some offensive blocking. Come on, get in there. Make sure that everyone knows that she's with us. And that this was all Jaguar's fault. Everything's Jaguar's fault. It's Jack's fault. Yeah, the moon just died. It's Jack's fault. Everything's Jack's fault. Come on, let's go. Team. And then they use their much larger platform to create a sympathy case for the owl. So people will go back over there and listen to her. even if it's just to give her pity because she was fooling up. Oh, this was Jaguar Wright. Oh, it's like a fucking soap opera. It's disgusting. And it's sad because you would think that people with intelligence would be appalled at engaging in such actions and behavior, but maybe they're just not intelligent. Maybe we gave them too much credit. I don't know. But I tell you what, when it gets to the point where platforms like theirs are propping up a platform like hers while it's spiraling and nosediving, hmm, man, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Like, it's really not. It's not going to be good at all. Ooh, I wonder what time kids are going to head over to the petting zoo today. Hmm. They have their own school up here. They don't mess with society at all. Not at all. Hmm. And they do everything here in this mountain community that they do in the regular world. They just do it clean and they do it safe. And there's no interference. Nobody making phone calls and talking about wellness checks. Weirdos. Weirdos. And even as much as my back was laboring me yesterday, it's a pleasure just to be able to walk these campgrounds here at base camp. And with every step I take, I feel better. Fresh air. They've been building this place up here for over 60 years. They're on the fourth generation now that's about to take over. My father always knew really interesting people. He always made sure we met the most interesting people. I don't know. Being up here, it's been nice. Odell went through a lot last week, and a lot of it, outside of our prayers and support, a lot of it, he did it on his own. And that's why I love him. That's why he means the world to me. He always impresses me. Always. But man, when you're proud of someone that you love, it sits right there in the bottom of your stomach like a good meal. And it just rests there. I think so too, Kat. But he's not just my man, he's my friend. I think people tend to forget that. You know, very good. And we've been friends from the jump, from the rip. Hmm, I guess people forget that. He's my favorite dinner date, coffee. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoever's coming through here talking about what my man don't want, yeah, you would be wrong. You would be wrong. And it's funny. because your screen name is I Akata. And you're absolutely right. You are a nigga. And I'm glad you know it. I Akata. Ooh, you upset? Y'all are pathetic. Well, Deanna, you're welcome. But it's not just my story. Why people keep asking if we're still together? We never broke up. Do you see how brainwashed you people are? Like, that's sad. And it's also sad that we got 600, I'm sorry, 820 people here and we only got 191 likes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, y'all tripping. I'm up here sweating and working and sweating and working and sweating and working, and y'all ain't liking. Y'all niggas is crazy. Like, you gonna have to super chat and hit them likes, double tap that screen. Y'all goddamn mind. See, that's the thing. See this picture? This isn't AI. It's me and my love having a wonderful lunch together. See, that's a real picture. See, this crap here, this is AI. Your mother needs serious medication, dear. Your mother needs serious medication, dear. Uh-oh. Who did I get rid of? Did I get rid of the wrong person? Sure did. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to do that. Lord Jesus, hold on. I didn't hit the wrong nigga. I gotta get the Jolly John out of here. My bad. I'm sorry, Maya. Can somebody fix that for me? You know, there's a glare, and I'm having a hard time. Man, y'all trolls must really be going through it. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, wait a minute. Maya, I'm sorry. You was right next to that weirdo and I accidentally hid you. That was Maya, you back. Child, I'm sorry. It's a glare. Girl, it's a glare. Thank you, Adam. I, why they all up in my bit? Because they ain't got no business of their own. And exactly, Deanna, they did it to wop pop. Now, the simple fact that this is out there, do you know what it does? It creates instability for my brand. Everybody knows me and Odella together. Everybody knows me and Odella practically been inseparable since the day we met. And only jail and extreme circumstances have kept us apart. And I come out without the torch with fluid in it. Well, I guess it ain't meant for me to have a little smoky smoke. I guess that means I gotta keep on walking until I get to that next canister of alkaline water, which I'm about to do right now because I'm getting thirsty. I'm tired of my mouth being dry. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Shadow. You know, my God. Thank you, dear. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to hide you. I was trying to get that food. That, yeah, man. You know, It ain't easy being cheesy. They trolling heavy. But that's the thing. Me and Odell never broke up. I decided, we decided that it was way too much stress on him. And I needed to go and be somewhere where he didn't have to worry about me, where I could take the time that I needed. It's been nonstop since we got the Defender of Freedom Award. It's been nonstop. And as far as Tammy Wallace is concerned, we're going to be addressing the Tammy Wallace situation because, you know, it's starting to look like that whole Tammy Wallace situation was set up to destroy the validity of my platform. It's starting to look like that more than anything, honestly. Her story is real, her story is true. She outcried one night in the middle of the night, drunk, driving, and alone and terrified. And then all of a sudden, she just ups and disappears, lies about everything, and then leaves her phone behind and disconnects it and breaks off all contact, even with the woman who's been giving her counseling, our cruelty free counselor, Lisa. Why doesn't anybody care about why that happened? And why does anybody think that I'm not going to hunt every detail about it down until the end? Because the Jaguar Wright show is set for integrity of stories, integrity of exposure, and integrity of survivor account. We are not letting this drop. That's not happening. What is going to happen is I'm going to interview and research any and everybody that I got to until I get to the bottom of why Tammy Wallace chose to do what she did. Because when somebody comes to you in the middle of the night begging for you to help them, it better have been a real reason why you did it. Otherwise, you was just playing in people's faces. And if all of this was done to try to tank my platform, then what I need to know is who's behind the Tammy Wallace situation. Because it sounds like the other side was playing dirty with a survivor who was down on their luck. See, that don't look good. That don't look good at all. Hmm. Oh, coming on camera? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Bye. Bye, Chatter Mass, or whatever your name is. We're going to report you for hate speech. Hmm. So, wait a minute. There's a set in the West in the chat, but it's not blue. Oh, here we go. The fake set in the West is in the chat. When are you going to get it? I don't want you. You're a liar. My wife and I going to Canada. She likes my match. Go away. See your son. Mm, thank you for that. Because not only are you not in blue, not only do you not have a wrench, you're impersonating my fiance, who I just spoke to. You're impersonating my fiance, who I literally just spoke to. I know it was a fake account, Auntie Leah. Y'all see that? Why is YouTube allowing people to impersonate other accounts try to inflame someone and enrage someone. Yeah, they hating hard. They hating hard because they're losing. And we could use a few more likes. It doesn't make sense. See, that screenshot is also going to the FBI. And when I'm this high up, the last thing I'm worried about is a troll. And please believe me, y'all got to stop believing the hype. Y'all got to stop believing the hype. This is what's real. He and that man is my best friend. I was in trouble one day, and he was right there. He sure was. And he refused to leave my side. He could have just went back to California and left me to Dallas. But he put up a little short video with his black and mild. He said, I'm sticking with Jag. And he's been sticking with me ever since, and I've been sticking with him. And somebody came up with a really, really, really nasty prank that could be used to harm my great love. They decided that they were going to create some kind of slander account or a bunch of slander accounts against my relationship to come in, impersonate ex spouses, all kinds of stuff to inflame me to the point where I would say something that then they could take to court and use against him in the divorce. That's what their whole objective was. Y'all don't remember? It started with AT2. Their relationship is fake. Their relationship is fake. And he started pumping it on Maggie's channels first. Then Maggie let Donat come up to try to get Odell to say something about his divorce. See, she's already proven she was working with the troll farm the entire time. So Odell did what he did when I was in the hospital after falling and suffering from exhaustion. And then they all made their move. Everything that I did last Sunday was a sting operation that I was running, and I didn't tell nobody what I was doing. And I proved that YouTube not only cloned my fiance's account, cloned his wrench, but tried to come in my life and distort my audience. That's illegal. And guess what? YouTube can't deny it. Want to know why? Because they authenticated it in StreamYard. See, the second that something comes through in your backstage and it says authenticated by StreamYard or authenticated by YouTube, what that meant is whatever that fake clone account was that came through, YouTube verified it as Odell. That's impossible. That's why when Odell finally came in, and I was so grateful that we were not in communication because the code word that I gave him to write in the chat was how I was able to prove that it was him because he didn't get it from me. We were not talking intentionally. I passed that message to someone who was in communication with him. They told him what to say, and Odell dropped it in the chat. And that's when I knew it was him. And I could be sure that the Wolfgang Amadeus that was in the private chat was really my fiance, because the fake set in the West had been in there saying all kinds of stuff. YouTube allowed a cyber stalker access by cloning my fiance's account and allowing him to come in to gaslight me so that they could get me to say inflammatory things to use against my fiance in court. Put a 3 in the chat if you're following what I'm saying. Put a 4 in the chat if you're not. There is no way YouTube didn't know what was going on in my StreamYard. See, that's what happens when you let the idiots run without supervision. See, all of these kids here and weirdos here and elderly scam artists here, what they don't understand is that the people that are telling them what to do ain't telling them everything. They're not telling them everything. Matter of fact, there's a lot of things they're leaving out. See, that's why they work so hard to confuse everybody away from all of their mistakes, because they know if you catch them one time red-handed in real time and you can back it all up, which I did last Sunday. I just proved a RICO case against YouTube. It's over. It's over. There ain't much more that I can say, because the truth is, anything else that I would say is regarding Odell's case. And now that we see that they're very, very, very willing to do anything to try to destroy him and destroy me and destroy our brand and destroy our mission. Now that we see that they'll do anything, it's time to take action, because these people aren't going to stop. You just want to call somebody's phone 200 times in a day when you know they're not going to answer, but you got to call anyway. Why? If the whole point of calling over and over and over and over and over again is to harass somebody on the phone, and they never pick up the phone, then ain't you just wasting your time? Or is it that you call that amount of times consistently every time is because you're on the clock for the troll farm? And that is the job that you were paid to do. Don't matter if they don't answer. Don't matter if they don't pick up. If they do pick up, turn on the recording. Make sure you say all of these things. We need to know where they're at. We need to get something. But if they don't say anything, just keep calling. Just keep calling. All CIA tactics. It's the same thing they did to Martin Luther King before he was assassinated. It's the same thing that they did to Malcolm X before he was executed. Same tactics. Why are they being employed on YouTube? Why? Why are covert operative motive operations being conducted on YouTube with private citizens, regular American citizens? Why? They're not supposed to be doing this crap here. They're supposed to be doing it everywhere else. Why is it happening here? And who taught it to these band of merry idiots? Every last one of them a degenerate. And that's also how the CIA operates. They go and get the most disgusting, trashy, filthy human beings with no morals and no nothing, and they let them go. They give them the game. They tell them who to run it on, who to play it on, who to do this on, who to do that on. And meanwhile, these idiots, they just taking that cash app, see, and they just getting that money, and they following their instructions. Easiest money they ever made. Easiest money most of these fools ever made off my name because they had license to do whatever they want. Can anyone hear me? Put a one in the chat. Can anyone hear me? Put a one in the chat. Can anyone hear me? Put a one in the chat. Did you hear me? All right, great. I guess it's time for a Faraday case up here anyway. And that's something. Ooh, ooh. I'll acknowledge that as y'all heard me. That's how I'll acknowledge YouTube. YouTube in trouble. YouTube is in trouble. Trouble, trouble. YouTube is in trouble. And as long as I'm tucked away safe and I'm nowhere near Odell, he's safe. Because y'all need to use me to hurt him, just like you need to use him to hurt me. Cute plan, but it don't work if you can't put a beat on us. Hmm. It won't work unless you can control everything. It won't work. Not at all. It won't work. And here we are. Here we are. You know, sometimes protecting the one. I done forgot the daggone key. Oh, I done came all the way over there. My God. See, this is what happens when you stash water. Huh, huh. And you take too long to get back. Somebody locked the door and they wave. Oh my goodness. Anyway, hmm, y'all in trouble. Like big, 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 big trouble. Oh, I know. I know exactly who YT is connected to. And I know exactly why they spend so much time trying to protect it. I get it. I get it completely. I might have to knock a little louder. Oh, let's be clear. They know they busted. And a lot of people are about to start jumping ship, like Ralph did last night on that 2 hour live while he sat there and exposed that YouTubers have been working with someone's ex wife to take him down, and that people had interviews scheduled and all kinds of things, and how they had to protect everyone from Big Bad Odell. And then he sat there and went on for hours talking about tonight, how they was all set up, everything that happened. All of it. All of it. Funny how that worked. Because the second that he went off, he had to private that live. I'll pay $150 to whoever screen recorded that live. You get that live. You show me that you had that whole live. I'll give you $150 for it. I give you $150 for it. That's all it's worth. It's evidence. I shouldn't have to pay for evidence of a crime. It's evidence, though. Hmm. So I'm gonna get ready for pancakes with the kids, and then everybody's going down to the petting zoo. I like it out here. Love being around the kids. I miss kids. I've always enjoyed children. I love them. They're better than adults. They know when to give it up and just admit that they were lying and ask for forgiveness. You know. Uh, oh, I see that refrigerator door open. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, yeah, there's nothing good with being around good God fearing mountain folk. Oh, you'd be surprised how many of them's black. But it's a lovely community here, and that's why I'm safe. Now Adele doesn't have to worry about me every second. Who that? Hey, what's going on, bro? You can't see me? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you see me? Oh man, just staying alive. You know what I'm saying? Just staying alive. You know what they doing. Yeah. Oh man, it's so good to see. Well, let me get out of here. You boo loving. Oh, on the phone. Yeah. Well, right? What we doing for food and what we doing for life and what we doing? Cause I need to get human. Okay, I got you. No, I've been out busting my ass off. But look at that little pill. Oh, look, oh, head. Go legs. Go on. She's got legs. No, it's at 2. Your time. No, it's 11 o'clock my time. What do they call you? Why is the dog? Has she lost all her mind? She done forgot everything, hasn't she? Wait, she don't remember me. Bambi. Bambi. I'm sitting up there. I'm like, it's like being with Mike Tyson with dementia. she You can't take the fight out the dog. You can't take the fight out the dog. Because her old ass, I'm like, you know me, jeez. She's crazy. I don't know. Yes, Baby, she be on one. On one? But she'll be all right. Now that she keep growling at me, she gonna stop. She don't see the dog. She don't see nothing. Now, see, that's how I can tell that King is off me completely because she used to sense King on me. She used to sense him. And maybe that's why she mad at me. Maybe she said, bitch, what the fuck you come around here for without my people? Oh, don't come back here without my people.
Now she might feel like that.
Roger gone. Everybody gone. What do you mean?
Stolen.
You think how the hell did somebody steal his heavy ass?
Tell you somebody cuts. Huh?
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
growling at
Bart.
me.
Yeah, she be growling right now. Baby be
No, because she got dementia.
She used to be the old
I bet all the animals.
That's one thing about a dog. Like they don't forget. Like when you feed them, they don't forget.
She probably mad at me about Ken.
Well, I think she mad about Ken.
Poppy gone, everybody gone, and she just last one here at Shady Acres. Talk about I'm going up yonder, looking ass. You know, I be out here. All right. Oh my God. All right. Shh. I'm live online. Shh. Don't say nothing. You know, there's a bunch of crazy people online. Do that again. Okay. Now go wash your hands. Why is Brandy coming over here? Why is Brandy coming over here? I know, but she been growling at me all damn day. Hey, go lay down. I don't want to fight with her. I don't. I don't want no fight. How you doing? How you doing, nephew? Good rise. Could you? I might need you to take me down on base camp to run an errand out in the real world. You think you could help me? It's only a couple minutes. I make it worth your while. Whenever you up and funky and ready, funky fresh, ready to dress. You know what I mean? I mean, dress with fresh, ready to party and all that. I just gotta pick up candy. So listen, let me know. Let me know. How at a girl. So as you see, it's time for me to get to life. You gotta appreciate an amazing community. I love it here with these people. Always have, always will. Don't believe the hype. And Ralph, I just want to let you know, if there's anyone that hates Ralph who wants to make $150, holla at Jag. Or holla at one of the mods in the mod squad. I will gladly pay $150 for that private and live last night. It sounded like it had so much interesting. Interesting. I don't know who you are, but we don't do dead birds in this country or any other. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Unwanted. See what I'm saying? It's pathetic. It really is. But let that be their problem, not ours. So yes, that was all. I just wanted to check in and tap in, and God bless you. I got too many people I love around me right now. So I will not be camming up inside the compound. But what I will say is don't believe the hype. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Have you been taking your singing lessons? Where baby girl? Has she been practicing her singing lessons? Have y'all been doing the singing lessons like I said? Y'all supposed to be doing the singing lessons. Remember, I told you to pull it up on the YouTube. Y'all not how you gonna make some money off of you kids before you turn 15 if we can't turn you into superstars? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? We can't be out here in these streets forever. We need y'all to go get some bread. All kids is making money on you though. Bye y'all.